Hello again, welcome back here. Let's see what's the next step. I noticed that this area is not so quite perfect. By the way, I just changed the matte cap. You can do that from here. Open this arrow, the viewport shading, and I switched to the matte cap from studio to matte cap. And here we have multiple matte caps. Some of these matte caps are not shipped with the new version of Blender. You can search them in the internet and download them. Anyways, I just used this one, and this matcap, it can show us any artifacts exist in the geometry. That's why I always use this. For example, this area is not so quite perfect. I feel that this area right here, it's a little bit pushed out like that, and I want to fix it. Okay, I want to make some changes here. I will tab and I will delete these faces. Hit Alt click, go to the face mode, Alt click to select these faces, and I will grow the selection 2 times like that, and then hit XF to get rid of these faces, and we will rebuild these later. Okay, now let's see how can we do that. How can we fix this area? I will grab these edges that I have here. I will select these edges right here, as you can see, until I reach this point, and I will hit Shift D to take a copy like that, and I will hit S to the Y, 0 enter to flatten this to the Y, and I don't want to mirror this on the Y. It's still attached to the geometry. I will hit P and then S to separate it first, tab out, and now let's select this new line and turn off the mirror to the Y and apply it. And if you like, you can apply the subdivision as well. And now we got this, as you can see. Tap, go to the vertices. As you can see, it's very smooth. I will hit E to extrude this like that, and I will hit A to select all the faces, and then Shift N to recalculate the normal, because keep in your mind, when you extrude a line, some of these faces will flip. And now I will use this as a guide, and I will shrink wrap all of these faces of the geometry on this guide. Let's make this smooth first. Right click, shade smooth, make it smooth like that, and you can call this let's call it, for example, shrink, just to organize it. And you can create a ShrinkWrap folder and put this there if you like. Let's turn this off for now. After that, I want to shrink wrap some of these faces on this new geometry. First thing, let's apply the mirror modifier on the Y, turn off the X, and I just want to work with one side. I will hit Ctrl A and I will add another mirror modifier to the X and put this above the subdivision, and now we have it. Now we are just mirroring the X-axis. And now let's tab and let's select these faces. I want to focus on these faces, so let's select them like that. And let's add these right here, and these faces as well, and those as well. After selecting these necessary faces, I will go to the object data properties and add these faces or these vertices in a group. Create the group from here and assign these faces to this group by hitting assign. Hit assign, and that's it. Now they are assigned. After that, tab out and go to the modifier, open the list, and let's add ShrinkWrap modifier. And now ShrinkWrap tells me what object you want to pick. I want to pick this object right here, as you can see, this one. So we call it shrink. Well, that's mean now I can search it from here. It's right here. And when I do that, as you can see now, everything shrinked on that geometry. But I don't want to shrink all of these vertices, shrink wrap them here on this geometry. I want specific vertices. That's why I use the vertex group. So I will choose my group, and now we just shrinked these specific vertices on this. And now we got this result. As you can see, it's very smooth and this area fixed, but we got new problems here, as you can see. But the result is perfect and very nice. But it is okay to have this problem. We can fix it later. Let's check this area. This area looks very cool and nice. Everything else looks okay. Very cool. If you like, you can use another shrink wrap modifier. If you want to shrink wrap these faces on new geometry, you can do that. All of these things are optional to you. For me, I used the shrink wrap modifier just to focus on this area and to fix it. And now, as you can see, it's giving me a good result. Let's go to the modifier and let's see what we have here. If you go to the mesh itself, this mesh, you can make it smoother. And when you do that, you can get even better results. Let's see what's going to happen if we do this. So it's right here, still selected. I will add a subdivision surface on it, and I want to see the effect here on this geometry. As you can see, I just smoothed this object even more, and that's helped to fix this area. Now, if I turn the subdivision surface, you can see before and after. And if I go beyond that, I can get even better result. And now it's become super smooth, as you can see here. That's very cool. So keep in your mind to smooth this geometry to get even better results. All right, so after doing that, now what? Now we fix this area, everything looks cool. And now maybe we can extrude some faces from here. Let's tap to go to the edit mode, and I will hit alt click to select the edge loop. Okay, but if I do that, if I extrude these, I can't scale them to the center because, as you can see, this is the half of the geometry. That's mean we should apply the mirror in this case. To do that, I will apply the mirror. It's okay to apply the mirror. Tab out and grab this, Control A and apply it. And now let's tab in again. Alt click to select this edge loop, and I will hit E to extrude and S to scale, extrude and scale. And as you can see now, but I think now scaling working according to the active element. As you can see, I will hit Control Z and change this to bounding. So E again and S to extrude and scale. And now we have this result. And after that, maybe we can make this scale it back and hit key to the Z and move this down. Okay, but as you can see, the faces are still affected by the shrink wrap. Well, that's mean this new edge, I should exclude it from the list here. Just go here and hit remove to remove this. We don't need to exclude this one. I will add an edge loop here. Hit E to align it and push it to the edge. And this new edge should be assigned. So assign this one. And this one, I guess it should be assigned. And let's add another edge right here. Right, something like that. And hit remove to remove this one. Let's tab out and let's take a look. And now we got very nice result, as you can see. All right, we have tiny problem here. Let's see how we can get over it. Let's go to the modifier and let's activate the subdivision in the edit mode so we can see the final result. And with this edge selected, I mean this one right here. I will, sorry, I will hit key twice and slide it down. And let's see how that can affect our result. And now the result is fixed. You can see before and after when I hit key twice. Okay, you can see what's going on. So slide this down a little bit, and that will be it. Tab out and let's take a look. Everything looks nice. After creating the structure, let's focus on another things. Let's check the bottom side of the microphone. Right, let's go here and let's focus on this area. I will tab and Alt click on these edges. Let's grab them and I will hit E to extrude and S to scale to get this result. And I will make this a circle. Just hit right click and choose circle. And because we scaled this like that, we didn't apply the scale. That's why the circle is not perfect. I will hit Ctrl Z, tab out, Ctrl A and apply the scale. And now I will tab in again. With this X selected, I will hit right click and choose circle. Now we got another result. Scale this down like that. And I will hit, I can go to the front, I guess. I can track it here. Okay. I just want to move this. All right, I think it should be scaled a little bit. I moved this down. I just want to check if the circle that I got is aligned with the circle. My circle reached this point. I think we should scale it a little bit more. So in this case, I will extrude it first. I think that will be easier to me to control it. I will hit E to extrude like that. And I will go to the face and Alt click to grab all of these faces. And I will scale, but if you scale like this, you should cancel the Z axis because I don't want to scale this to the Z. I want to scale this to the X and to the Y. Hit S to scale to the all direction and then hit Shift Z to cancel the Z axis and scale this a little bit. And now it's fit. I just forget to activate the screencast. Let's activate it now. Alright, after doing that, let's grab this edge again, alt click. And I will move this down just a little bit maybe. And let's see what we should do here. Alright. I think we should... Alright, I will hit E to extrude this one more time. Hit E. And let's hit E again to extrude this almost right here. And I will hit S to scale those like that. So now we reached this point, as you can see. Okay. Sorry, this point. And I guess we can hit G twice just to go up just a little bit. And hit E to the Z and extrude this down like that. And scale this inside. Alright, so now we got this result. And I will hit E to extrude and S to extrude and push this inside. Let's go to the front again and let's see. It is a little bit difficult to me to see the edge, but to make the life easier, I will extrude this edge so I can see the size of this edge and compare it, and after that I can scale it and get even better results. After extruding the edge like that, go to the face, alt click, and then scale and cancel the Z axis. Hit S to scale to the all direction, shift Z to cancel the Z axis and scale this like that. And then go to the edge, hit number 2, alt click, G to the Z and let's move this over here. Over here. And let's extrude this one more time, hit E to the Z, and scale this inside like that. And now let's hit E again to extrude and S to scale, something like this. And now let's focus on these areas. Let's see what we could do here. I will turn off the subdivision surface in the edit mode so I can see the edges. And let's add a support edge loop here. Control R to add one. Hit E to align it. If the alignment flipped on the wrong side, hit F to flip this back, and let's move it right here. I want to tighten this area. Hit Control R to add one here as well. Alt click on this one, key twice to move it just a little bit more, like that. Alright, this area should be extruded in. Alt click to grab the face loop like this. After you switch to the face selection mode, and then I will hit Alt E to open the extrude menu, and I will extrude along the normal. I will push these faces inside like that. Alright, these faces I want them to be sharp, so in this case I will use the crease to make these edges sharp and not smooth. Go to the edge, Alt click, Alt Shift click to add this one. After selecting these two edges like this, I will crease them. You can open the panel from here and go to the item and push the mini crease to one, or you can use the shortcut Shift with E. Hit Shift with E and move the mouse until the color changes to purple, and when you release you will have this menu right here. You can control it, this factor, so leave it at 1. Now if I tap out, as you can see, this area is still sharp. That's what I want. Okay, now let's focus on what? Okay, let's move this here and let's tap. Okay, this area should be sharp, so I will alt click, alt shift click to grab this one, and I will bevel them together. Hit Ctrl B to bevel them just a little bit with 3 edges. It will be good. And make the bevel very small or tiny. And you can add a support edge loop to get even sharper result like this. As you can see now, it's become nice and sharp. Now it's the time to focus on this area. Let's tap, alt click, alt shift click, Ctrl B to bevel these. In the same scenario, let's add support edge loop, one here and one here. Tap out, nice and sharp. Okay, this area as well, alt click, Ctrl B to bevel it. Support edge loop, one here to get even tighter result. Alt click, alt click, alt shift click, Ctrl B, Ctrl R, support edge loop here, support edge loop here. And if you would like to add one here, go ahead and add one here and one here as well. It's okay. Nice and sharp. Now let's take a look. Very cool. But I think this area is, I think it should be fixed a little bit. I mean, I think we should move these faces up or take these down, one of them. What's the easiest way to fix this area? I guess we can grab these faces. Let's grab maybe this face and this face right here. Hit Ctrl plus to cross selection to select these, and then key to the Z and let's move those down here. Yeah, that's better. Now we reached this point. Let's go to the front, hit one from the numpad. But keep in mind to select these edges first and go to the front and hit E to the Z to extrude this. And as you can see, it's bigger, so I will go to the face, alt click, S to scale, shift Z to cancel the Z and scale this to the X and to the Y. Something like that. Go to the edge, alt click, key to the Z, and let's move this over here. One extrusion again, hit E and extrude and S to scale this, and then hit E to extrude and S to scale to get this result. Okay, I will now I will add an edge here, I guess, and I will go to the face, alt click, and I will extrude these up, hit E and push these up like that. And I will grab these inner edges, that one and this one beside it, alt click, alt shift click, shift E and move the mouse to get uh, to to edge crease these edges, or to crease these edges. And alt click here to select this one. I want this to be sharp, so I will hit Control B to make it sharp, like that maybe. And now let's focus on these. Alt click, alt shift click, Control B, and add support edge loop to get even tighter result. Now let's take a look, tab out, and now we got this. Very nice and cool. Alright, if you compare it with this result, it's very close. Alright, I think that's it for this video. I will end it here, and I will see you in the next one.